Alrighty, how are you liking the donuts?
Of course you do mean donuts. They're really good.
But I love my donuts. We collaborated with Swahili food.
But they're still your donuts.
Okay, they're still my donuts, technically, but I did not.
So you gave them a recipe?
No, I didn't give them a recipe, imagine. They taste like my donuts. I didn't give them a recipe. I just told them.
But you do, what's that coating you do?
Yeah,
you do
the icing, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, my recipe is way different, but this was a matter of just collaborating with whoever is here. Because I did want a food stall.
Yeah.
I think it was 2 weeks before, exactly, because it's 30K, and I think you only 10K. So I was like, let me go for the lesser one, and then get to do this, as opposed to investing in a whole packaging, labels.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I didn't have the money for that, but I did have the opportunity to do this.
And how's this going?
Not bad, because it's all about collaborating with other creatives. Yeah. So we've collaborated with Terry to get this stall.
Yeah.
So he did 5, I did 5.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I get to have my conversations, and he gets to display with them.
That's a
so
win-win.
it's all about exposure, networking,
It's a win-win.
and at least na conversation.
It's a win-win. Yeah.
So the last time tuliongea hivi ilikuwa fashion event where
4 years ago.
I know.
4 years ago.
Where was that? It was across
Mabuhay.
DR. Mabuhay.
Yes.
Yeah, Mabuhay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the last time we had a conversation.
Yes. That was.
Ebu niambie, just tell me the story. What have you been up to for all those 4 years? But I think I've seen you in between. Yeah. But don't niambie just
As
a single mom.
As a single mom.
As a single mom.
I guess is breaking the norms of how you raise your kids. And so I move around a lot. I meet lots of people. I connect with people with different cultures, So that means exposing my kids to those different cultures and making him understand that it's okay to be around these people, and it's okay to respect their cultures, and it's okay to be part of their cultures. Okay. And so I felt that being a single mom, I won't be there most of the time. And whenever I can get to travel, it's best to travel with them for them to experience what I'm doing. So when I kind of say I'm not going to be around, they kind of understand why I'm not going to be around.
Because they've seen you do it.
They've seen you do it.
Okay. Yeah. And I also get that concept. I won't be around as much. Because for me, I'm around my kid all the time.
Yeah.
Like, JP ako hapa, mimi niko hapa. But sometimes I'm physically there, but mentally I'm not there. Because he won't have my attention all the time. Lakini ako na mimi kila mahali. So there's also that challenge of the kid feeling like I'm
so when they get
so
when they get to see that actually what I do and how much emotional, especially emotional capacity it puts on me, then they're able to understand. As in, I'll give an example. There's a time when we were doing the gigs, the models weren't listening to me. I think they told you that. And he said,
where was that event? I said,
listen, my mom is speaking. He just said that. And he kind of
commanded it.
And he was like, yo, you need to understand, you need to listen. This is what's going on. And the fact that he said it and I didn't have to tell him, and he understood, he's seeing what I'm going through at home, putting things together. He's seeing the interactions I'm having with the models.
He knows where it
comes from. He's seeing it mature. Then he is also feeling frustrated on my level. You people are not listening, and I'm talking, and he's commanding that. And from that sense, he doesn't feel left out, compared to when you leave them out and then you have to come.
You're just commanding.
I come back home and it's like, Mom, I want to talk to you, and you're like, I've had such a hard day. I just need to relax. They don't understand. But if they see that strain of what you go through, and if you come home and say, yo, I'm having such a day, they understand at what level you're coming from.
Because they've seen it, they've been there. Amazing. So events?
Lots of events. We're supposed to be in Morocco this weekend.
Morocco?
Yes.
But
we did not. Yes, big. But we weren't able to go because of just discrimination.
And how about by a Kenyan. What? And in terms of the funding space, the financial space, how are you finding that?
It's okay. So basically, I've been able to be funded by a couple of people, and people always ask Christine how
It's not big bodies. It's mostly individuals.
Individuals.
Yeah, because I've also found it.
Yes,
it's
individuals.
Yeah.
And I don't. Usually, what I do is that I don't learn that even corporate individuals don't like giving out money. Yeah, they don't like giving out money, but they can give it up to service too.
They can give you
the service equivalent to what you're looking for.
Yeah.
So instead of asking for 50K, 20K, just tell them I need tents, I need chairs, I need whatever. Let them
Tangible
get
items,
yes, and let them get it.
provide
If
them.
they want to
Okay.
buy, let them be the ones to buy it, because they might have a guy who's their guy who provides better for them. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that is usually how I ask for the service, and this is that. And you find that even the big corporations, or even they will give you. I'll give you for an example. If you do a lot of events with EAB and stuff like that, with buzz, you go like, I want to bring an artist, or I want to do an event, and my package is like 300K or 50K, whatever the level of event you're doing. They will then in return do what? They'll give you drinks equivalent to that. Okay. So when you sell it, you
you
get
get
that,
your-
and you plus profit on top. Yeah, because they've given that to you for free, and if you're working with the restaurant, that is stock to them. That is the whole idea.
So that's how you get that financial cycle to keep coming in.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it works
rather than
that-
just going nipatie ni 10K.
Yes.
I want 50.
Yes.
I want 100.
You see, the thing about asking for Nipatini 10K is also because I also don't know how you're going to use it.
True.
But if on you find that most people also who
You
want to
trust
sponsor
it, yeah.
or who want will ask you for a breakdown of exactly what you want.
Yeah.
Because then somebody can come in and say, you know what, I see that you don't have A, B, C, and D. I can provide that. Some of these people have companies that provide this. Yeah. And so it's better for you to ask for that. They can give it to you compared to actually going like, give me 30K.
True.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
right
Will is
connection.
a priest of a dead god, basically.
The priest of a dead god.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That means he's still deep in 3 years ago's crypto bubble world, which is gone now.
But okay, I see you.
See what I mean?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see
he's
you.
a priest of a dead god.
What do you think about the community vouchers, by the way? Because I know you worked as in the marketing department.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Because I heard about Sarah from Christine, by the way.
Yeah.
You're the one who
I'm
introduced
the
me to
one who
Sarah.
introduced you.
And here I am. I've pushed it so many
Yeah, you
years
have.
forward.
Actually, you have.
I know, because
Yeah.
I really believed in it.
Yeah.
But now I'm starting to question, especially hanging around guys like this guy who's really
Sorry, I
anti-blockchain.
just watch YouTube.
I'm starting to question a little bit how it's going to
It's a
work. But
very
I'm
good.
still-
It's a very good idea. The only thing is the tangibility in the real world. How tangible is it?
Yeah.
How tangible is it? Can I actually use it at supermarket? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when you tell somebody, and that's where I think they need to find a way to seamlessly coming into the real world, because most people are like, okay, fine, I can get these tokens, right? But can I get it? Can I use it at a book, a textbook center?
get
Can I use a
basic
uniform?
need-
Can I
yeah.
get the basic needs with it?
Yeah.
If
The
they
most
can,
immediate
the most
needs.
immediate things.
Yeah.
And remember, there is Safaricom that now uses bonga points. You can book a flight with bonga points. It is the same as a token.
It's the
It's
same as the
not,
vouchers
because
and NIVA
they
vouchers and loyalty
are a
points.
bank who owns all the shillings. They can easily turn it into shillings because they have unlimited shillings because they run the government, basically.
Yeah. So, for me, I think it's just find a way to seamlessly just make that
It's the same.
come
It's the
into
same for the user. It's not the same on the banker side, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So that for me is it. If they can find a way to make it accessible and I can use it in
But
real time.
Don't
rather
you
than
feel like it will
shillings.
lose the point when it becomes the thing that
Well,
everyone
what he's
now
done is
goes-
he's lost the point by globalizing it. For me, the point would be to keep the money in the local community. It's like, oh, we're in every refugee camp. It's like, great. I'm sure your neighbor really is happy about that. And yeah. So you don't want to scale it that much. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. The shilling is fine. Let's bear in mind, there's nothing wrong with the shilling. Right? The only problem with the shilling is that when I pay in shillings to Naivas, all the shillings go running off to Nairobi. Whereas if I were able to pay Naivas with the local Malindi currency, they wouldn't be able. They would have to exchange it to leave Malindi.
Yeah, so it's building the. Okay, that makes sense. Building the community in Malindi specifically.
Yeah, that's the value I find. I mean, there's potential other sources of value, but that is a source of value that you can tap. Keep the money flowing in the community.
I do. I feel
and him, by trying to grow past his community, he might easily lose that. I don't know if he has, but I might have.
All right. I'm still going to keep going with the dough vouchers. But I do. I'm coming from a more informed space now. So
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of fanboys in the crypto space. It doesn't serve you to be one.
There was the crypto conference here. I was here.
When was it?
You were here?
I was here.
How was it?
When was the crypto conference?
I keep missing this thing. I don't know why. I missed
Just
it
like
the first year, the
month
second
ago.
year.
Yeah, I feel like
Every
the crypto boys
September.
are trying to stay alive in Kenya. They've died in America.
Yeah, it was here. It was
They're here.
interesting.
It's not just that he's like.
I mean, look, for me it was interesting because I wanted to write about it, though.
Right, of course. People love to read about it as well.
But then my challenge was the language that was used. I had to be crypto literate. The language that was used kind of explained.
You don't actually need to be clipped. I mean, it helps, but
no, the wording and the terms they use.
You can just say like,
technical.
I mean, mostly when they're using their buzzwords, they're not saying very much. That's the secret.
And then you see, the thing is, for me to have to write to a viewer that needs to read and understand and have fun reading, it's quite very hard using the buzzwords because you have to explain
don't use the buzzwords to the layman. But all the most interesting stuff in a crypto space is being spoken in regular English as well.
Yes.
By the way.
So. It was a younger, and it was quite a younger crowd. It was a young crowd. We had guys from Nigeria, Ghana, a lot of that. West African came through. Of course.
You don't want all the little business owners up the mountain to hear about anarcho-capitalism. That's the last thing you want to have. They would embrace that shit. It would be horrible.
You'll send me your article. I want to read it.
I didn't.
You didn't read it?
Yeah. Because I couldn't get
the language.
Yeah.
Okay.
I write something I kind of feel, but more from a business aspect. Because now what I do is I do cover businesses, but business practices. Like how long have you done this? What are the business practices? Because I think that's what we want to read more than just this is happening. How long has it taken you? What are the business practices you've actually,
It's almost like stealing a way forward from what someone has
Can you
already
share
done.
the secrets that have gotten you there? That's pretty much what I like to cover.
Okay.
So,
Karibu, Christine, thank you so much for making the time for the conversation. I am happy to see you here, and I look forward to what we build together. Because I know we've been on this road, like our paths have been crossing a lot of this time, so there's something there.
No, I was in Matama recently, and I remember.
Yeah.
And I was like, sorry, I called you so late. Wasn't it late?
It was late. I was like,
late?
what? It was late.
No,
were you partying?
Yeah.
Or you were partying?
I was invited to...
I think the last time I partied, I can't remember. Like, I've been so much into mommy business and trying to do Kilifi culture donations, still understanding this and that. I have not partied. I think yesterday.
You guys were where? Where did you guys go?
Yeah, Twisted Fig. That was,
But
that was amazing. That was an amazing vibe. And you call like, thank God,
finally.
Really?
I can be Savari and not Mama John Paul. Yeah, so it was nice.
I mean, I guess with doing events, I don't party much. It becomes work. So stuff like this, I'm enjoying because I don't have to.
You don't
work.
have to. We should switch.
Yeah.
But I really want to get into the events business.
Yeah.
Oh,
brace yourself.
All this thing is all about connections.
Brace yourself.
The right connections. Because it's the person that you meet that will define how far you go from that step.
I have a friend who told me your biggest currency is your network.
Exactly. Your network is your network. So that's what I want.
More so in Africa than in the West, but true there also.
Yes. That's your biggest network. You could have $1 million bob in your, or more than $1 million in your bank account, and that could go easily because you never know how everything.
Well, this is something that happens with the crypto bros. Is they use their money so inefficiently because they don't have the right networks to be an industrialist or to be a video game designer, whatever they want. They just have a big pile of cash.
NFTs.
They use it and they're like the least efficient at buying anything ever.
Yeah, you still have NFTs. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to wrap my head around NFTs. I'm like, okay.
I'm thinking of
It's quite like land ownership.
Doing
it has a lot in
photography
common
and
because, like, you know,
into NFTs.
you can't actually own land the same way you can't actually own
an
pixels,
NFT.
right?
Yes.
Like the land is just there, and you just have a paper that says it's yours, but it's only kind of yours.
You can't move with it. So,
Yeah.
so my dear, let me switch this off. But thank you.